Do you recognize these rocks? They're actually on the coastline of Santa Cruz Island, where I'm sitting right now, among the Channel Islands, just off the coast of Ventura. Spending a day out here with my granddaughters and family, and enjoying the beauty. Actually, the sun's just starting to come out here, and what they say will be about 68 degrees today. I don't know if you've been to the Channel Islands, but they're a beautiful part of our California history, and we've already seen one little fox running around the island and a nice pod of dolphins on the way over. Yeah, and overhead, see if we can get them. Pelicans flying by. You look up, I'm not gonna look up. But we have a few hours out here today as we're enjoying the beach a little bit as well. Hey, I wanted to remind you, and we're just gonna take one of them today, but I'll do a little devotion on each of them. But I want to remind you of that little passage out of Proverbs 6. And it says this: there are 6 things which the Lord hates. Yes, 7, which are an abomination to him. I always find that interesting. What does the Lord hate? Using one of those terms from our vocabulary. And the list starts this way. There are 6 things which the Lord hates. Yes, 7 which are an abomination to him. And the first one is haughty eyes. And he goes down the list. A lying tongue, a heart that devises wicked plans, hands that shed innocent blood, feet that run rapidly to evil. We'll talk about those later. But just think for a minute on that first description, haughty eyes. Of course, haughty eyes indicates a sense of pride, haughtiness, or a haughty is someone that has a self-elevated view of themselves. And haughty eyes, the window to our soul, if someone has haughty eyes, you can see the arrogance just by looking at them, or they look at someone with a disdain. Interesting. God hates that. God hates it, he says. One of the first things on that list. So haughty eyes represent a haughty heart, an arrogant heart, a prideful heart. And we know from other passages, pride comes before the fall, and God is really warning us with this list out of Proverbs. Found it interesting, as you know, I'm a little bit of a people person, and when I was on the boat coming over, I'd say there's probably 100 people. Some will be camping here tonight. Some brought their own kayaks. Matter of fact, you might be able to see the dock there in the background. Some of the kayakers going out. But you see different people on the boat, and stop for a little while to watch this pod of dolphins. But I'm always looking at people's eyes, especially when you're required to wear a mask on that boat. All you can see are the eyes. So I'm looking at my granddaughter's eyes, and they were getting sleepy, and she dozed off. And then Ruby, my other granddaughter, Jade, was asleep, and Ruby's eyes started getting sleepy, and she dozed off. And I looked at some people who looked like it was their first time on a boat. And I looked at some people who looked a little seasick. And I looked for that purpose of thinking of this verse. What are their eyes saying? Well, God not only sees our eyes, but he sees our soul. He sees everything we do. He sees and hears and knows our thoughts. And if there is any pride in us, any haughtiness, he would like to point it out so it doesn't take us into deeper trouble. The eyes are the window to the soul, but God doesn't need the window. He knows what's going on in the heart. My encouragement to you is not how you look through your eyes. That's an important subject on its own. But really the deeper question is there any haughty or prideful or arrogance in your eyes? And if so, why? How you view people, how you view yourself, how you view society. I think God constantly wants to keep us humble so we don't slip into any kind of deeper arrogance or pride. That's the first one on the list. We'll do a little mini devotion on each of those as the days go on, but thought that I would just share that with you and look into my eyes as I do. And I'll ask God to remind me, and you ask God to remind you as the week goes on, to keep ourselves humble. Well, I'm going back with the grandkids, as you're looking down the shoreline of Santa Cruz Island and out over the ocean. A few kayaks back there. You enjoy your day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, Thursday, down at Dana Point Harbor. And we will have another encouraging devotion for you as well. May God bless you. Aloha from the Channel Islands.